Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Busch of the Busch Center, which has been in operation since September of 2019. And we're here today to talk about TULSA Technology Ablation. What is TULSA? TULSA stands for trans, the T is trans, the ULS is ultrasound, and A is ablation, Transurethral Ultrasound Ablation. This is accomplished by having a patient in the MRI under heavy sedation with propofol, very similar to the colonoscopy, and with the insertion while they're asleep of a urethral applicator which contains 10 ultrasound units. And specific to these units, and this will become very important later in our discussion, there's two different energies of the ultrasound. We'll talk about that a little later, but that allows precision and accuracy down to 1 or 2 millimeters. And the other key to TULSA is that we are inside the MRI. This affords us constant, live, three-dimensional imaging of the prostate. And therefore, you know where you are when you're doing your ablation in 3 dimensions. There's another key to TULSA ablation, and that is the 2 cooling devices that are associated with, number 1, the rectum. In all the years of TULSA technology research and development, there's never been a rectal injury to my knowledge, and that's because there's an active cooling device in the rectum. And I can tell you, after performing 260 of these procedures, it is very important to protect that rectum, particularly when you're ablating tumors that are next to the rectum. The other key is that the applicator that contains the ultrasounds also has active cooling of the urethral wall, which cuts down on thermal injuries to the urethra. As a matter of fact, the reported injury rate to thermal injuries on the urethra is the lowest in the industry with TULSA technology. And with that, I'm going to go forward with further discussion on some other issues with prostate cancer, which, by the way, I've now dedicated my last 13 years to specifically men's health of prostate imaging, and specifically in-bore targeted biopsies of the prostate, and now, since March of 2020, specifically TULSA Technology Ablation. I do not perform any of the other ablation technologies. I wanted you either qualify for TULSA or you don't, and we'll discuss that later.